Yo! I should have put a thing in the, like, title or the tweet saying that people better not say World Tournament, because we ain't doing World Tournament. I don't know about Earthlings either, because I don't have the physical TN, which would definitely be nice. Do you have any idea which team I can use with Corroded Body of Mine team, because I don't have Janemba? Janemba... Not having Janemba does make Corroded Body of Mine pretty awkward. Because, like, I think you can do... Where is it? Alright, let's go character list. If you do Corroded Body and Mind, and then is it Future that in Goku Black is? No, it's Time Travelers. I'm dumb. So Corroded Body and Mind and Time Travelers. Oh man, I mean, you could just about make a full team, but it's not going to be very good. Like, let me change up this one because we've done Universe 7 now. So, I think I just clicked off of it because I'm stupid again. But Corroded Body of Mind, Time Travelers. Oh man, yeah, this team's going to be... I mean, yeah, you'd have to do this, which I don't know about this somehow. Well, this is going to be this would be incredibly difficult, especially because I don't think Vegeta gets his entire passive, does he? When there are 3 or more crossover allies, yeah, because 3 or more crossover allies. So, oh, actually, wait, is it other allies or just allies? Oh, actually, yeah, I think that does work then, because 3 or more allies, so it'll be him, Black Mask King, and then Marseillan, 3 crossover units, so he would be getting his full passive. But this would take forever, because the in Goku Black, you'd have to run an in Goku Black friend, they stack, but like, they don't do a lot of damage, and then the heroes units don't really do a huge amount of damage. You have to run... the Vegeta on rotation with this guy so that he has a Dragon Ball Heroes ally on the same team, on the same turn. Otherwise, he doesn't get the extra 100% defense. So yeah, this Corroded Body of Mind without Janemba is potentially possible, but it would be super, super difficult. So Namekians would be awful, because like Piccolo and Nail would be fine, but like everybody else, my god. But yeah, how is everybody doing on this fine evening? We are going to get started here fairly soon with the first run. The Japanese version I managed Battle of Wits, Reps of Universe 7 and Space Traveling Warriors. Nice, nice. Jesus playing Dokkan. That's right, Dokkan Jesus over here. Alright, so... what are we going to start off with? Now, obviously, the idea would be to not do the ones that are the missions, because I've done all of them except for Power Absorption. I still need to record Power Absorption. Power Absorption without bringing Physical Boo. Oof. Oof. I mean, technically, you could do that by using, I guess, STR Super Boo as the leader and only bringing transformation units, transformation boost units. But then you wouldn't be able to bring Super 17, who would definitely be on my team for that. Bond of Master and Disciple. I mean, basically, I think what we'll do is we'll do the same thing that we did for like when we did the Super Battle Road stages, and I let the chat decide like what order we did them in. Is I'll see a couple in the chat, and then I'll pick like 2 that I want you guys to pick between. Vegeta family seems like an interesting suggestion, especially because of... no, we're not doing World Tournament. Especially because of the GT Vegeta releasing. Earthlings and Dragon Ball Saga, I think, are probably impossible. Use Miraculous Awakening, the category that we don't have. So we said... but someone said Bond of Master and... I don't know if it's the same person, but I've seen Bond of Master and Disciple a couple of times. And Vegeta family. Power absorption, no physical bootanks will be a huge pain in the bum. I want to try categories that aren't missions, because obviously power absorption is one of the missions. Self Saga, Wicked Bloodline. Namekians will be brutal. Majin Buu Saga I feel like would be kind of easy. How about, let me see, because Wicked Bloodline would probably be quite easy. Peppy Gals would be interesting. Giant 8 Power is a mission. I already said I don't want to do mission ones. A few people saying Peppy Gals, good lord. Crossover. Crossover, I guess, would be kind of interesting as well. Oh, there's so many. Where do we start? Where do we start from, boys? Giant 8 Power, because why not? Because Giant 8 Power is one of the missions, and I've already done it. I've done a video on it already. Super Saiyan 3 would be insanely difficult. Let's go for... Alright, so... Siblings Bond would be kind of interesting. I don't know how destroyed the Go-Bros would get. But... Special pose, good lord. How about if we do... so we got... Let me see. A couple of people did say... Peppy Gals, which would be... horrendous. How about one for Vegeta family and 2 for Peppy Gals for the first one, because we'll do a couple of runs. So 1 if you want to see Vegeta family in the chat, and 2 if you want to see Peppy Gals. And then I have a horrible feeling. I have a horrible feeling it's going to be Peppy Gals. Oh god, yeah, it's a lot of 2s. Oh god. Alright. That's a lot of 2s. I wonder how possible this would even be. Someone said 12. Right. Truth did Peppy Gals, but yeah, oh yeah, he used Videl, so that would be because the thing is, you got oh wow, there's no Ribrianne leader anyway, so yeah, we could just do full Universe 6 girls then, I guess. So there's a 79% Kefla. Alright, so if we do Universe 6, and then if I just do Peppy Gals as well. So we're going to obviously bring you. I mean, Kale and Caulifla, LR Kale and Caulifla will be super good in this. I really need to actually get around to awakening my second copy to like TUR and putting the dupes in them and stuff. But these two will be super good and they'll stack right up until the end. AGL Caulifla, I guess, would be pretty good. Is there anyone else that is not a Peppy Gal that would actually be any good? I guess this Kale, maybe. I don't know how good she would be in the final stage, though. Because, yeah, you have to pick up 6 or more physical key spheres for her to get damage reduction. And if we don't get the damage reduction, I have a feeling that she would be pretty bad. Vados might be good because she could dodge all the way up until the final phase, and then in the final phase she does have type advantage. Maybe. Although, what categories does she support? Oh, she supports Universe 6, doesn't she, as one of them? Yeah, Universe 6, and then none of the others are going to be getting any. So... I don't think it's a good idea to use the Berserker KO. Yeah, because the thing is, if we can't get to... Once we get to, like... Imagine if we get to, like, the Great Ape phase and then we can't pick up the physical orbs and she doesn't get damage reduction. She'll get absolutely crushed. The Namekians won't be very good on here. These guys... They can be good sometimes. But they only guard when your HP is already below 80%, which wouldn't be good. So... Kaba is... only 55% for me, so he will get absolutely destroyed later on. Yeah, Vados does support the team, so let's try it out. I have a feeling this could be pretty bad. But we'll find out. So, let's go for... Int Kale is like a good idea in terms of the support, but she will get absolutely destroyed. But let's go ahead and see how we can get on with this. I'll try recording it just in case we are actually successful as well. But alright, so jumping in with Universe 6. So we were going to do Peppy Gals to start, but we couldn't find a Ribrianne friend. So people just suggested doing this instead. So I want to get Kale and Caulifla onto rotation with, I guess, probably the other. Let's leave them here for now, I guess. Because the thing is, Kale and Caulifla are... LR Kale and Caulifla are going to be ridiculously good in this event, just like they were in the original Legendary Goku event, because they're going to get that guaranteed additional. And by the time you get all the way to the end, and we're up against the Tech Full Power Super Saiyan 4, their defense is going to be so high, it doesn't matter that they can't dodge. And then, of course, we've got the Tech Caulifla and the STR Kale. They get the extra attacks. Caulifla's going to have 100% dodge right up until we get to the Tech Full Power Goku. And then, of course, her defense should be stacked high enough that it's going to be okay for her to tank. So I need to get Kale. I need to get the base Kale and Caulifla onto the same rotation together, though. But yeah, Super Saiyan 2 is actually one that I really want to do, because that's one of my favourite teams in the game, and I would quite like to do that for a video. I feel like that could be quite difficult, though. But yeah, this run definitely would be easier, like with Videl. But alright, so we can get the 6 orbs for Kefla as well, which is pretty good. So we do this, and then we do this. Kale doesn't get her guard or her extra buffs because there's no Caulifla on rotation, but fortunately the enemy is physical anyway, so that doesn't matter. So we should be all good here. Obviously fighting a Pure Saiyan, we get the guaranteed additional. So the key is going to be stacking up the base Kale and Caulifla as quickly as possible, so that they are powerful enough later on in the event when we get to Tech Full Power Super Saiyan 4 that we don't get absolutely destroyed. So yeah, if we get to the final phase... Well, to be fair, when Kefla, when she goes up to Super Saiyan 2, the dodge is built in, and the 6 additional orbs gets you the additional super attack. So now I realise STRK was over a year old and I still haven't pulled that unit. Oof. Yeah, Vado's not dodging will not be good, but at least in the final stage, it'll be okay. See, the problem is I need to float off either the Kale or the Caulifla to get them together, but I don't want to miss out on the stacks. So like on this turn, if I put Tech Caulifla in slot 3 to get her floated off, then she wouldn't get to attack this turn because everybody would... Kale and Caulifla, the LR, are obviously going to go off and probably kill Goku here. So they wouldn't get a chance to attack. Yeah, 4.7 already, with no support on the rotation. So yeah, LR, Kale and Caulifla are obviously going to be the star of the show, the absolute main powerhouse on this team. But go up to Super Saiyan with Kefla. We got the double Kefla rotation, so this is going to be interesting because we definitely want to be getting the orbs. Actually, this is quite a rough turn because Kale doesn't get her guard. Actually, yeah, this is going to be super, super awkward. I can probably line up all these int orbs ready for the next one, but yeah, okay, that's 7 orbs, so we can do that. We might actually take quite a bit of damage this turn, but hopefully it's early enough into the event they won't be too bad. 19k, that's not too bad. A super attack will be awkward, but it's not too bad because the friend has 2 dupes at least, because my Kefla is only 55%, so we've got to be very lucky and not get super attacks, really. Alright, 1.2 mil from the crit from Kale. That's what we like to see. And then get the additional as well. Yeah, I started the stream a little bit late. because I was playing Resident Evil. But of course, Kale gets super attacked, and it's on the turn when we don't have her with Caulifla, so she doesn't have her guard. So that's kind of awkward, but it is what it is. It's a shame that the Int Vados is not like Whis, where you can get the free heal. But so I think what we'll have to do, I think this is probably the turn we should float off Caulifla here. Because, yeah, we took a lot of damage on that previous turn. So we will float off Caulifla. Kale and Caulifla, their defense, yeah, is already 235,000. And they will have built-in dodge chance at this point as well. So, yeah, double digits. They'll get their guaranteed extra attacks. Little bit awkward to take that much damage this early on in the event, but we definitely can recover from this. So, yeah, I know, rip the links for this rotation, but we needed to get the Caulifla floated off. So, and it looks like, yeah, good. Caulifla's actually still going to get to super attack as well. So, because we get the oh no, wait, she doesn't get a guaranteed additional super, or does she? Oh no, wait, yeah, no, this one is from her hidden potential, I think. So, yeah, we need to get at least one super attack a turn. And then, yeah, he super attacks her, which is perfect because we dodge. And then we can go into this next one here. Now, at least we do have a Caulifla on the rotation. So if I do this, Kale actually does guard now. So, oof, how can I get 6 orbs here? I really want all those physicals to come down, but I guess it doesn't matter if I can't get the 6 orbs because thing is in the middle slot, so actually it doesn't really matter because she doesn't need to dodge. Do I need to heal here though? That's the only thing. We've only got 2 heals for the entire event, so I think we will go with no for now. Because now that Kale actually has her guard, she's not going to take damage, so that's fine. We'll get at least 2 more stacks here because we get double supers. Shout out to, how's it going, Mr. Dash? I'm doing very well, thank you. Almost took him out. And we didn't get the super, so this will be good. Hey, we get the crit as well. Nearly 2 mil. Pretty nice. Alright, so next one. Oof. Awkward placements with the attacks for Vados. I really don't want Vados in the final slot, really. But then again, at the same time, we could kill him this turn, realistically, just because of how powerful Kale and Caulifla are. But I feel like it's probably safer to just do this. Although, what should we do this? Missing the super with Vados was pretty awkward as well, but yeah, we'll do this. I don't want to float off Kale and Caulifla because they're just so good. But Vados only has to dodge 1 attack, and if she doesn't, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, fortunately, she does take 80 odd K damage though. That is a lot, but for the rest of the turn, we should be fine. I mean, you can see the difference in how much HP he has, though, because that first super attack not doing a huge amount in terms of his life bars, but get the extra additional from the hidden potential system as well. And now their dodge is built up, their defense is insanely high. So Kefla in the final slot going to do some nice damage here as well. We got the 6 orbs, so we do have the chance to dodge. Yeah, 5,000. That's not too bad. There we go. Alright, nice. So, actually, this is another really good turn here, because we get the guaranteed dodge from you. We can't get 6 orbs for Kefla, though, by the looks of it, because this will drop down the orange ones into the middle, and this won't connect all the red ones at the side. Oh, yes, it's close, but not close enough. So, Kefla in the last slot. She should tank the attack from Goku perfectly fine. Because we're going to get the Dokkan attack next turn, so I'd really rather not use an item if I don't have to, because the Dokkan attack is going to get us like a full heal, basically. Especially because we will give the Dokkan attack to LR, Kale, and Caulifla, so they will obviously do big damage. And then we've got the base form ones here now together, finally stacking it up. Now, Tech Caulifla, she does build up her defense with every single super attack, so the idea is that by the time we get to the Tech Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, her defense should be high enough. And then the idea is we save all of her items until the end. But if he's going to super attack this turn, I'm hoping that he super attacks Kale. But Kefla should kill him, so he won't get a chance to super attack Kefla. So yeah, Kefla will take him out now, 2.4. Because remember, the friend Kefla has 2 dupes. So this isn't one of the new missions. I've done the missions are all done for videos. So I thought this would be a fun idea for a stream to basically just jump in and do teams that like you guys suggest. So, but yeah, look at this rotation as well. This is perfect. All right, so yeah, we'll go ahead and do this because we got 2 AGL units, so we shouldn't take damage from even from a super at this point. Because remember, AGL Caulifla raises her defense on super attack as well. So this is going to be a strong turn here. Get the Dokkan attack with the Rainbow, LR, Kale, and Caulifla. So this is going to do some big damage. The one thing I was wondering though when playing through this event, and I haven't looked it up yet, but like this phase with the STR Giant Golden Great Ape, does he count as a Goku unit still? For like people who have passives for like when you're fighting a Goku family enemy and stuff like that. Because I'm assuming that he does, because technically he's the transformed version of the Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku card. But I don't actually know for sure. I assume that he does. But chat is saying yes he does. Yeah, I assumed that he did. But I wasn't actually 100% sure. But yeah, Kale and Caulifla getting them dodges in. They dodge the super attack as well. Let's go. And then normal attacks just do double-digit damage. So we absolutely will survive the turn and then heal up here thanks to the Dokkan attack. So Universe 6 team getting it done so far. Obviously, LR, Kale, and Caulifla are carrying a lot of the weight, but but here we go. So LR, Kale, and Caulifla are summonable LR. So every LR banner, they technically are there as an unfeatured unit. So if he counts as a Goku card, then that means he counts as like a pure Saiyan, right? So that means Tech Caulifla will have the 100% chance to dodge. So that means we can do this, and we can get the 6 orbs for Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, so she'll get a guaranteed additional super attack. So yeah, we should get him down this turn. I mean, because the thing is, on a full team of Peppy Gals, Tech Caulifla does have quite a lot of built-in dodge chance anyway, but obviously the 100% chance is ideal. So yeah, LRs are pretty much never featured on a banner outside of the first banner they come back on, unless it's like a special event banner. So every legendary summon banner that comes out now, Kale and Caulifla will be in the summon pool, but they are unfeatured. So if you want them specifically, it's very difficult to get them from summoning. Obviously, if you get up to having 500 yellow coins, you can buy them from the shop. But, I mean, they're very good for this event, depending on which team you want to use them on. But I think for me, and for a lot of people out there, my advice would be if you have 500 coins, or close to 500 coins, you should be saving for when they add Turles to the shop, which should be quite soon, actually. Potentially even if we get a part 2 LR for this celebration within the next week or so, Turles might actually be added to the shop for that. So, but yeah, technically this team is full Universe 6 and full Peppy Gals as well. So I have to double check what Kefla's passive is. Not passive, active skill, because I haven't used her for so long. Because we got the friend in slot 1. So let me just double check. So she raises attack, doesn't miss damage, yeah. Now she's Super Saiyan 2, Ki +2, defense 160. She gets her attack. So she gets her defense in slot 1, that's fine. She has a 50% chance to dodge, and then she gets the additional if we get the key orbs. And then we can use the active skill straight away. Changes physical to STR, attacks effective against all types for 1 turn. That's pretty good. And then if we change the physical orbs to STR, that would create a path up the top here. Because we would pick up those 3 as well, so that would give us the guaranteed additional super attack. I mean, we could save it for... Actually, yeah, we should probably save it for the turns where we can't dodge, right? I feel like. Because at least for now, we can still dodge, whereas when we get into the final stage, we probably want to end that as quickly as possible. I was really hoping that she would target the 6 orbs instead, but she wants to go for the red ones instead, which is really annoying. So we will do this. Do I need to use an item here? I may do. What's Kefla's defense? Only 136k. So if she doesn't dodge, she does potentially take quite a lot of damage. Let's go ahead and use a Whis this turn just to see. Because she might still take a lot of damage even with a Whis active. So I want to see what kind of damage that she's going to take here. I know LR, Kale, and Caulifla will be fine. So with the Whis, they will be absolutely untouchable. If he's going to super attack, then hopefully he super attacks them. But yeah, I mean, you can see they do reasonable damage, but without crits. Like, obviously, it's going to take quite a while to get rid of Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Yeah, I did see the breakdown for the EZA Super Saiyan 4s. It came out like way before I was awake though, so by the time I woke up and saw it, everybody had like posted about the news and made videos and stuff. I don't normally, if I'm going to post like a news video, I normally try and do it within like an hour of the news coming out. But obviously with the time difference over here, sometimes news for stuff gets revealed at like 5 o'clock in the morning my time, and especially if I'm on a week where I've been working nights or something, I don't get up until like the afternoon. But yeah, I think Kefla is quite good. Like when I first pulled her, I was pretty impressed with how good she was at 55%, but like only if you can guarantee that you get the orbs. Because the problem is if you don't get the orbs, then in the early stages especially, like when you can't dodge, she can take quite a lot of damage. And yeah, Vados is definitely going to be an issue. This is perfect though. You go ahead and super attack Kefla, because you ain't going to hit her. So but yeah, I've been really enjoying Resident Evil Village. I've only been playing it for about 2 hours, I think, at this point, but it's super good. I'm in Lady Dimitris's castle, and she after me. But yeah, it's pretty fun so far. We're getting our additional super attacks off from the Kale and Caulifla. So separately, the Caulifla and the Kale. Kale and Caulifla on the next rotation. Vados does still have her 50% chance to dodge at this point, so she could dodge these attacks in the final slot. We do have a Whis active though, even if she doesn't, so we should be okay, especially because he's already super attacked. If we don't dodge, I don't know how much damage we'll take. Actually, that's pretty good. And then we dodge one. Nice. Alright, so this is see, having the double, that's not ideal. See, I want to get 6 orbs so that we get the guaranteed additional. So if I do this, that's only 5, but that's 6. So we won't get the additional for my one. My one has no links active. At least we do have the dodge built in. So, but yeah, my hair is pretty long. I have been growing it for like 10 years, so you can see it's like down here. So I'm wearing the good old Masked Ningen, the Ningen Club merchandise. But yeah, my hair comes down to like between my shoulder blades, at least at the back. It's pretty long, but I haven't had a proper haircut for like over 10 years. So I get the ends like trimmed every now and then. But this is the funny thing, if we win and this goes up on YouTube, it's the funny thing about recording these runs on stream is depending on what's going on in the chat, we end up talking about the most random things. But yeah, the secret is if you're going to have long hair, you got to look after it. So you got to wash it regularly. Because that's the thing, I never wanted to be the stereotype, like, you know, like greasy metaler that has like horrible greasy hair. So when I started growing my hair long, I always made sure that I look after it. So I do need to give it a proper brush though. I had a shower earlier, so it's all like curly at the ends, but alright, give me the dodge. There we go. Let's get those dodges. Alright. So we are looking good. This is potentially... actually, no, it probably isn't the last turn. He has so much HP. What are our defenses stacked up to at this point? See, look at this. Kale has 400k defense. Caulifla has 248, which is not the best for when it runs out in terms of like if she takes a super, because we're talking about when we get to tech full power Goku. But Kale has over 400k defense. That is insane. But yeah, the special category for the Super Saiyan 4's EZA is artificial life forms. Once we find out, I think we have to wait for the data download, but once we find out which typings of units you can't bring because they get the damage reduction, I will make a team building guide, because I always make them for every EZA. But at the moment, we don't know which typings are going to get the 80% damage reduction, so I don't want to do a video where I'm like, yeah, you should bring this unit, and then we find out you can't really use them. I'm fairly sure, because most EZAs, they always allow the units that have type advantage. So because we're fighting against the STR Goku and the AGL Vegeta, I would imagine that AGL and Tech is definitely going to be allowed. Which makes sense, because the main artificial life forms leaders are the Tech Exchange Boo and AGL LR Baby. So Tech and AGL is going to be the main thing, and you probably will want to make a team that is mostly Tech and AGL. But once we find out if there's one other typing that you can use, then obviously, you know, there might be certain units that will be really good. So, like I said, I will make a guide for it once we know all the details. Can't get the thing for Kefla, but I mean, Kefla might not even get a chance to attack this turn anyway, because Kale and Caulifla are just going to go off. Because remember, Kale and Caulifla will get their super attack. They get a guaranteed additional normal attack as part of their passive anyway. Then they'll get the guaranteed additional super because we're fighting a pure Saiyan. And then we have their hidden potential. So I think by the time Kefla does her first super attack, he'll be dead. If he survives the LR Kale and Caulifla onslaught. But if they don't get crits, he actually might. But there we go. So that's the extra additional super attack. Yeah, that is a lip piercing. I've had it for... I've had that for like over 10 years, I think, as well. Alright, so now we're at the big time, boys. So this is where now Kale takes over as the main tank, because she has much higher defense and she guards. So she's going to take over in terms of the one who we want to be tanking the most of the attacks. I want to try and make sure that I'm getting the 6 orbs for Kefla. So we'll go ahead and do this. And then I will use the active skill here as well. So let's go. Alright, Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. Off we go. Now, if he super attacks Caulifla in the middle, we would actually probably take quite a lot of damage and potentially even die. But Kefla at the end, I'm not too sure. In fact, that's a good point. My Kefla at 55%. I don't actually know how much damage she's going to take. That's actually a good point. She might get absolutely destroyed in the final slot there. I don't know. Oh god, well he didn't super attack Kale, which is what I would have wanted, so... Alright. Now just don't super attack me this turn. That would be the ideal. But it's gonna be close. Yeah, look at that. Double digit damage from Tech Caulifla. Let's go. And then Kefla, she's now got effective against all types and a guaranteed double super. So this is going to do some reason... Wow, actually, the damage isn't even that good. I mean, to be fair, this is my 55% one, and he has an insane amount of defense and HP. But Yeah, that's not great. Oh, here we go. I'm probably dead now. After all that, we're probably dead. Ooh. Ooh. 526k. Jesus. Well. Alright, well, lesson learned. We should have used the Whis. There's a rainbow Kefla friend. Alright. Alright, we got to run it back, because I actually want to do that now. Alright, so we're going to run back the Universe 6. We got a rainbow Kefla friend. And now we know 55% Kefla gets absolutely destroyed by Tech Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So we've started off with better rotations this time though, because we do have the Kale and Caulifla together. So if I do this, I'm going to be able to get the 6 orbs for Kefla in the final spot as well. Alright, so Rainbow Kefla friend I think is definitely going to be very helpful when we get to the end, because the dealing damage to him right at the last part is going to be the trickiest thing. In Gogeta, if you mean Super Saiyan 4, I don't think he's returned on JP yet, so technically we don't really have any good idea when he's going to come back on a banner. I wouldn't be surprised if the next big Dokkan Fest on JP he returns. Because Bojack returned on Vidal's banner, didn't he? So whatever the next Dokkan Fest is on JP, I could imagine Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta could return. Although presumably, we still don't actually know for sure, but presumably the next banner that's actually going to come out is a part 2 like LR for the current like GT celebration. Well, I'm not actually too sure. But LR, Kale and Caulifla can finish the job here. They're obviously going to be super good because of all the guaranteed additionals and whatnot. Basically, the key of this team is that when we get to full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku at the end, the Tech Caulifla and the AGL LR Kale and Caulifla will have built up their defense so much that it doesn't matter that they can't dodge anymore. So starting off with these two together this time around has been a really good bonus as well, because we don't have to worry about trying to float one of them off for 2 turns to get them together. So having them together right from the start is fantastic, because Tech Caulifla, all the way up until Tech Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, she's going to dodge every single attack that comes her way. So this is going to work out super, super good for us. Hopefully we get a super attack. Basically, anytime Tech Caulifla is on the rotation, we want all the super attacks to be aimed at her. So we will see how that goes. But alright, so AGL Caulifla. AGL Caulifla's still pretty good. She raises her defense on super attack. She obviously has the built-in chance to dodge. She also has the built-in chance to counter super attacks as well, which I always forget with AGL Caulifla, which is very, very useful. Hybrid Saiyans, I think, to be honest, is one of the easiest ones. I mean, that's why, like, everybody did Hybrid Saiyans as their first run to do, like, the no items thing, because Hybrid Saiyans is just super easy. Some of the best units, some of the best, like, defensive stackers are all on that team. So we're not getting the 6 orbs for either of the Keflas, but, I mean, we got a Rainbow Kefla in slot 1, so she's probably not going to take a lot of damage here anyway, and then Kale and Caulifla in slot 2, so... or she's just going to additional normal attack and kill him. I guess technically I really should have put Kale and Caulifla in slot 1, because they'd have got to attack a bunch more times. But yeah, this turn we have the support from Vados. The only bad thing about Vados on this team is she doesn't get any... she basically doesn't have any links with anybody. Which is kind of unfortunate. She doesn't have Battlefield Diva, I guess, which like pretty much every other Peppy Gals unit has. But Vados doesn't. Is Vados on Peppy Gals? She might not be, actually. I'm sure she is. Maybe I'm getting confused. Is that why she doesn't have Battlefield Diva? I don't know. I'll have to double check that. But I mean, we only brought her on the team for the Universe 6 support. And she can dodge all the way up until Tech Full Power Super Saiyan 4. And then at least she has type advantage. So she shouldn't be too much of a liability when it comes to defense. Obviously, once we get later into the event, if she's taking a super attack and she doesn't dodge, then we're just going to die. But But yeah, we will tank this nicely with Kale, and then Vados. Vados obviously doesn't do much damage. One of the useful things that she's good for in things like Super Battle Road is obviously sealing and attack lowering, which we can't do either of in this event, or at least at this point in this event. But alright, so get the 6 orbs here. So we get the guaranteed additional. We don't need to get the guaranteed dodge because she has dodge in her passive. So we can go ahead and do this. Yeah, Vados isn't in Peppy Gals. I thought so. I guess that kind of makes sense. But, well, yeah, the Rainbow Kefla, she didn't dodge, but she still only took like 2,000 damage despite the type disadvantage. So, yeah, having the Rainbow Kefla friend is definitely going to be a big bonus for this run. Because the additional super attack at a 3 million attack stat, which is pretty good. Ooh, yeah. Especially when she crits. Alright, that's some nice damage right there. So, LR, Kale, and Caulifla going to come in and cause some serious damage here. But yeah, shout out to everybody who is here on the stream, or if you're watching the recorded version of this, if we do beat the run. Smash that like button, whether you're on the stream or watching the video. It helps me out massively if you do. And consider subscribing if you are new. We've been popping off lately. You guys have been absolutely killing it with the support. And we are getting very, very close to 10k subs. I think we're right on the verge of getting to 9,700. So we will be at 10k subs before we know it, which is pretty damn awesome, I have to say. So I do appreciate each and every one of you. So get the 6 orbs for Kefla, so she's going to get her guaranteed additional. Foolish Goku super attacks Tech Caulifla. Haha, 100% chance to dodge, baby. And then yeah, this turn works out pretty nice because the Kale and Caulifla, because they're getting so many of these extra attacks as well, like their stacking is working out really, really good. But yeah, shout out to my boys in the chat. 10k by the anniversary was the goal, and we are like still over a month and a half away, and we are so close. So I truly do believe that we will hit that goal before the anniversary comes, which is pretty awesome. Especially because last year the goal was 5k by the anniversary, which means that in that year's time we will have doubled the size of the channel, which is pretty awesome. So, but yeah, Kefla gonna go off in this 3rd slot here. Fairly decent damage, and then obviously she has type advantage, so even if she doesn't dodge, we didn't take a lot of damage. And then let's let Kale and Caulifla go first. So I want them 6 orbs for you. Although actually, I should have played this turn differently. Vados is going to be a bit of a liability in the final slot there. But if we get the additional super attacks, we could be good. I mean, Kefla is going to double super this turn. Oh, there you go. All right, I think the fact that they crit, I think probably seals the deal, because Kefla is going to guarantee double super attack. This is the Rainbow Kefla on rotation, so I'm pretty sure there's no way she doesn't finish him off here. Especially if LR, Kale, and Caulifla go ahead and do another additional super attack from their hidden potential system. So I think we are in the clear in terms... Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. There's no way a Rainbow Kefla doesn't do that much damage to Goku in 2 super attacks. I mean, the first one is a 3.7 million attack stat, so I'm pretty sure he's just dead. Yep, see you later. Good work by the Rainbow Kefla, keeping Vados safe in that final slot where we would have had to have taken many, many hits. So that worked out pretty nicely. Oh no, oh no! I didn't realise we were so close to the Dokkan attack. Getting it with the AGL Caulifla is not really... sorry, the Tech Caulifla is not really the one. She's not going to do a lot of damage here at all, unfortunately. But I suppose the plus side is that we are going to... This is going to make the stage take a little bit longer, which allows all of our stacking units to continue stacking. So it's not the end of the world, but this is definitely not the way I would have wanted this to go down. Ideally, we want to get the Dokkan attack with the LR, Kale, and Caulifla, or the Rainbow Kefla as well, I guess. But unfortunately, this isn't going to do a lot of damage. If I'd realised we were that close, maybe I should have put Kale in the first slot, because look at that, we don't even do 1 million damage with the Dokkan attack. It's a bit of a rip. But fortunately, in this run, because things are going so well, it's not like we're relying on the Dokkan attack for a heal or anything. So this should be perfectly fine here. Just means, like I say, we get extra turns for everybody to stack. So I think we'll be good. Vados was in slot 3 on the previous turn, so we don't have to worry about her being back on rotation for a little while, because she is obviously like the weak link. I think the first turn that she's on when we're against in full power in Super Saiyan 4 Goku is probably when we will go ahead and pop the like a Whis or something. So oh good, the friend is at full level 10 links as well. Perfect. So we can get 6 orbs, get the guaranteed additional, and we get the full 24 key super for you, and we can get these for you as well. So this is going to be looking pretty good. Remember, both the Keflers still have a 50% chance to dodge as well. 52k if they don't dodge though. That is pretty awkward. But as long as we can get them dodges in, we'll be good. We're going to get the guaranteed double super attack, 3.4 million on the second one. So nice big crit on the first one. Could we crit again on the second one here? No crit. Still over 1 million damage. Pretty good. And then she gets the additional normal attack from her passive, which is a crit. Right. Alright, if the Great Ape is going to super attack this turn, I really need him to super attack Kale and Caulifla here. Because 55% Kefla at the end there could certainly be in a spot of trouble. Although, will the additional super here take him out? I think it will. Come on. Finish him off right here. Crit. There we go. Let's go. Namekian's team next. I don't know about that. Physical Kefla getting an easy A would be fantastic. Oh, look at this. We don't even need to use an item. What a perfect turn this is. So with the support from Vados, Kale is at 380k defense and Caulifla is at 172, which is pretty good. So we'll go ahead and get the additionals here. There's a ton of rainbow orbs on the field. But we'll go ahead and do this. So basically, neither of them are going to be able to take damage here, because Kale's defense is so high and she guards that even a super attack is going to be fine. And Tech Caulifla can still dodge. Now, obviously, Tech Caulifla, if she doesn't crit, she's not going to do any damage. But there he goes, trying to super attack Caulifla again. How many times must we teach you this lesson, old man? So rotations, it's kind of difficult to explain it in the most simple way, but like basically whoever you have in slot 1 and 2, they will come back in 2 turns. So if you're on turn 1, whoever is in slot 1 and 2 will be back again on turn 3, whereas whoever you put in slot 4, there's like an extra turn, so they won't be back again until turn 4. So if you want to run main rotations, like the main way that you build teams is what we're doing here. So Kale and Caulifla and Kefla are our 2 main rotation units, so I always put them in slot 1 and 2. So we're on turn 12. On turn 14, Kale and Caulifla will be here again. And Caulifla at the end here won't come back until turn 15. So normally the way you build teams is you put support units who will provide a bit of an extra buff to the team in slot 3, so they can always be floating around and joining each of the different rotations. And buffing your full team. So I think now on this point, this late in the game, if the Caulifla at the end doesn't dodge or counter a super attack, I think she actually would probably get crushed just a little bit. So I think we will go ahead and use an item. Watch me use the item though, and then she'll like counter a super attack in the final slot or something. But alright, so Kale and Caulifla are going to get their attacks in here. 2.7 on the additional 12 key super is pretty good. We do really want to see crits though, if we want to get this, get the big damage. Because the only problem will be, once you get this far into the event and you get the 2 Super Saiyan 4s, they have so much HP that the fight can take ages. And obviously the longer it takes, the more likely you are that the wrong unit takes a super attack and you take like 500k damage. Like we saw in that previous run, where we got right to the end, and then the Kefla took a super attack from full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku for like 550k or whatever it was. So We're not getting very lucky with the crits on this rotation, though, which is unfortunate. But still fairly decent damage. And another additional super attack from Kefla, which gets dodged. Are you kidding me? Alright. Extreme Tech team only next. Oof. I don't know about that somehow. I mean, technically, I guess Extreme Tech would be easier on this than it is in Super Power. Well, I don't know, actually. Because I was going to say, you can use units like Marseillan, who obviously stack. But then there's units like... I need to make sure I get... Actually, no, I suppose I don't. It doesn't matter, does it? I was going to say, I need to make sure I get the 6 orbs. But the 6 orbs isn't for dodging with Kale. With Kefla. And we still have the Whis active this turn. So that's fine. We could do Vegeta family next. Future, one of the best units for that is obviously going to be Trunks. Tech Trunks. He did try and super attack Tech Caulifla again, so apparently he's just not going to ever learn that lesson. But you gotta love it when you crit with type. When you got type disadvantage, you don't crit on the super, but then you do an additional normal attack and you crit and do more damage than you did with the super attack. So a crit from Kale and then a dodge. And then Kefla 1.6. Yeah, my Kefla 55% is obviously not very built up at this point. So at least we do have the Whis active for if she doesn't dodge any of these attacks. She is at least getting the guaranteed extra super attack. So how much damage are we going to do here? Yeah, see, not a lot without the crit, unfortunately. But with the item active, we are taking double-digit damage, so that's fine. Oh, look at this. Perfect. We can have yet another setup where we don't have to get a hit on Vados. So that is perfect. So we'll do this. And then I guess we might as well get a super attack for Vados. There's no necessary real even reason to do so because it's not like she's going to do any damage. But can we dodge? No. 39 damage on LR, Kale and Caulifla. From Int Super Saiyan 4 Goku. 39 damage. The link to the merchandise stuff should be in the Discord. Sorry, in the stream description. Although it isn't. Apparently it isn't. I will be able to get it in a second though. There we go. Right. Oh, look at Kefla with the dodges. Let's go. So far, this is technically the first run Universe 6 because we did try it out and then die right at the end, and now we are trying it again. Look at that, Vados, pitiful damage. Right, we definitely need Caulifla to be the one that gets one final stack here because her defense is potentially going to be the lowest. Well, it's definitely going to be the lowest out of her and Kale. So even though he dodges, that's fine. Actually, that actually works better for us because then she gets the additional super attack. So she actually got to do 2 raises. And then we get the third one as well. Let's go. So him dodging that first attack actually helped us out massively because then we got to super attack 3 times instead of twice. So that is actually really good. Alright, this is a very awkward turn. Because now that we can't dodge at all. So we are going to be absolutely 100% Whis here. And now though. It's time for some big Kefla attacks here. Because we're going to use the active skill with the first Kefla. So we get super effective against all types. And obviously we change the orbs. So we can guaranteed get our 6 orbs here. And then, is there a way to get 6 orbs for the other one? Yeah, these int orbs should stack up to being 6, right? Once these drop down. Yeah, perfect. So now we can go ahead and do this as well. So this is going to be the big damage turn here. Double Kefla active skills, and then LR, Kale, and Caulifla in the middle. LR, Kale, and Caulifla's defense must be insanely high at this point. Yeah, 550k defense on them. So there we go. Let's see how much damage can we do in this one turn. This is where we really don't want him to dodge. And also LRK and Caulifla really need to do crits, otherwise they're not going to do much damage. But look at that. Kefla straight off the bat with a nice crit, 2.2 mil. We get the additional thanks to the 6 orbs. Super effective against all types, obviously massively helps out. But getting them crits as well is really, really good for the extra damage. And then Kale and Caulifla, can they come through here with the crits? That's what we need to get this damage done here. There we go. There's crit number 1. Not bad for the first turn, but that additional normal attack doing 7,000 damage. Whew. Big stuff. We need to crit on the supers, though. That's the big one. But yeah, see, when we don't crit on the supers, not so great. Especially because we don't have any Whis left now. We'll be relying on Princess Snake. So with 550k and a Whis, this shouldn't do that much damage at all. Yeah, 65. 65 damage. That's crazy. And then, yeah, my Kefla, unfortunately, being in the 3rd slot, has obviously not had a chance to build up her attack as much. Are you kidding me? Dodged both of them. Outrageous. And then, yeah, 55% Kefla with the Whis active does actually take damage. So, what are the defenses looking like here for Kale and Caulifla? 259 on Caulifla. That's not too bad. So, we can go ahead and put you in slot 1. Because, obviously, Kale has much higher defense and guards. So, is now the much better option for putting in front of the majority of the attacks. And then Vados, obviously now Vados can't dodge anymore, but she does at least have type advantage, so she shouldn't get completely destroyed. I wonder how much damage she is going to take here, though, because we don't have an item active. So it'll be interesting to see how much damage Vados actually takes in the final spot. Because I think probably next turn, we'll probably have to use the Princess Snake even if we haven't really lost any health. Because see, I'm looking at how much health he's got left, and honestly, I don't actually know if we can finish this off because of the lack of items that we have right at the end here. Because we gotta be careful, because we know Kefla will get destroyed by his normal attacks. I've got to be very careful about how we proceed through the next couple of turns. Hey, Vados takes double-digit damage. She's only 69% for me as well. That's actually really good. So guard is basically your unit essentially has type advantage, so it makes them, it's one of the best things that you can do for your units to be good defensively. So I think we will use this here because this does help, not only helps protect Kefla, but it helps protect the AGL Caulifla because she can't dodge anymore either, which means she can't counter super attacks. So if he decides to wait until that final slot to super attack and he super attacks AGL Caulifla, without an item active, it's guaranteed death. Honestly, with a Princess Snake active, it could actually still be death, but this is what we really need. We need Kale and Caulifla to be getting crits. So yeah, see, that's unfortunate. Crit normal. I mean, we've done over half of his health, so things could be looking okay. He still hasn't super attacked, though, which is really awkward, because we're getting down to the wire here, where a super attack on the wrong unit can essentially be the end of the run. But if Kefla keeps coming through, this Rainbow Kefla friend, if she keeps coming through with these crits on these big super attacks here, this is massively helping us out. Look how much damage she's doing to him. Okay, so how much is this going to do? Princess Snake active. Ooh. Ooh, 291k. Yikes. Big damage. Alright, but next turn, I think next turn we have my Kefla on rotation. 184, that's not too bad. So yeah, my Kefla, we are absolutely doing this again. Now the good thing is, we should be okay here now, because we're going to do this. I'm going to grab the tech orbs for you. And then next turn, we are getting the Dokkan attack as well. So I think we're all good here, because we absolutely will survive the turn, I think. Kale and Caulifla, the base form ones, they don't do crazy amounts of damage, so we might not kill him this turn. But I think we will. Especially with Kale getting the additional super attack. If she crits again... Oh yeah, we're good. We GG, boys. So it looks like 55% Kefla is actually going to be the one to finish him off. Because we got the 6 orbs, so she's getting the guaranteed double super attack. So Tech Caulifla obviously doesn't do a lot of damage. So it looks like we are actually going to win this turn without getting the second Dokkan attack. We are right on the cusp. Unless he dodges all of my Kefla's attacks, which it looks like he isn't. So Kefla should finish him off here. Ooh, it's a good thing we get that guaranteed additional, isn't it? Don't dodge. There we go. Good. Alright, so there you go. The girls of Universe 6 taking down the GT Legendary Goku event. That Rainbow Kefla absolutely coming in clutch. That was super, super good. So, yeah, Rainbow Kefla friend, shout out to you. The Universe 6 girls team absolutely smashing the Legendary Goku event here. Apparently my mouse has run out of battery, so where's the cable? The cable is apparently missing. There we go. Oh, my drawer made a horrible squeaking noise. Right, there we go. Alright, so we'll end the recording. Let me rename the file so I don't lose it. But we're definitely putting that up on YouTube at some point. Alright, good times. So we could do Vegeta Family because that was the one that didn't win the first poll, or we could do Super Saiyan 2. I'll let you guys decide again. So 1 in the chat for Vegeta Family and 2 for Super Saiyan 2 because that makes sense because it's got 2 in it. So 1 for Vegeta Family and 2 for Super Saiyan 2. Oh yeah, that is a lot of 2s. Okay. Yeah, I think Super Saiyan 2 is fun. It's to be honest, I actually really wanted to do Super Saiyan 2 anyway at some point. So, and I do have a bunch of people that are running like Rainbow. I say a bunch. I've got one friend. I'm sure there were more guests than this the other day. But all right, so where's that Universe 16? Yo, shout out to Smoke and Naruto for joining the Ningen club. Some of these alerts, they don't always come up, but I will always try and shout out anybody. People who sub, donate, become channel members, all that kind of stuff. I will try and shout you guys out if I see it. So, Super Saiyan 2. So we want to go full Super Saiyan 2 team. So we obviously go... This is my build for like how I run the Super Saiyan 2 team. And I love this team so much. So we have the Tech Vegeta with Majin Vegeta. We have the physical Vegeta with this physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku. And then we have the LR... Tech LR Gohan. Where has he gone? There he is. And then... Who do we run in the final spot? Because the problem is... There's no... Oh, actually, yeah, this Goku, obviously. Of course it is. When this guy gets his awakening on Global, I will probably put him on the team instead of... Probably the Goku. I'm not sure. AGL Gohan would be good for this event, obviously, because of the stacking. But... Tech Gohan is very, very powerful. Has very good defense. We will have to use items when we get to... the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but this is the Super Saiyan 2 team that I like to run, so this is the one that I want to try it with. AGL Gohan obviously would be good because he infinitely stacks, but even though he is on the Super Saiyan 2 category, I don't like to use units that aren't actually Super Saiyan 2 on my team, and because Gohan could basically never transform, he will never be a Super Saiyan 2. So I know Goku technically will transform into Super Saiyan 3 quite early on in the event, but he does at least start as a... Super Saiyan 2. And then Kale and Caulifla, we just used them, so it feels a bit cheap to use them again. So Okay, so we are jumping in for the Super Saiyan 2 run. So chat voted for this one next after Universe 6, and I really wanted to do this run anyway because I love the Super Saiyan 2 team. This full team for me is Rainbow full level 10 links. Sorry, not Rainbow, because some of the units aren't Rainbow, some of them are. But all the units are level 10 links because I absolutely love this team. I link leveled everybody like straight away basically. So we'll go ahead and do this and then grab these. Tech Vegeta is actually a really good unit who stands up really well in the harder events, especially when you pick up the 3 orbs. Post super attack, his defense is really, really good. And obviously in the later stages, especially when we get to like in Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegeta does guard as long as we pick up 6 orbs. So he's going to be able to defend pretty well as well. But we do have to make sure we are getting the 6 orbs. So it's one of the good things about having him on rotation with the Majin Vegeta is because he is an orb changer. So he's going to make it a little bit easier to get the orbs for him. And of course, STR Majin Vegeta does get bonus attack and defense per orb when facing a Goku family enemy, which of course we are all the way through the event. So it's going to work out quite nicely. So eventually I am going to float off the Goku, but I want him in slot 1 over the physical one here. And then we'll just go ahead and grab these. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Seems kind of weird using him as a 3rd slot floating unit because he is such a good unit, but he's not great in slot 1 because we do need him to super attack first in order to get his defense and everything. And he's not like super good link partners with anyone. We have our 2 main rotations established, but he is good enough to be on the team. So I like using him as a floating unit because even without having a Movie Heroes Goku, that Gohan can be really good. And I was really hyped when his banner came out. I dropped, I think, like 1,200 or 1,300 stones or something because it was a double rates banner. And I did get very lucky, to be fair, because I do have that Gohan at 90%. I pulled 4 copies of him from his initial banner. And funnily enough, I've never pulled another copy of him since then, despite the fact that he's technically on every single LR banner that's come after that. But never pulled another copy of him. So, but we picked up the 6 orbs for Vegeta, so he guards, so only takes 30k damage from the super attack. Very, very good. Tech Vegeta, I do think, is massively underrated. Same with the Goku as well. I do actually like Vegeta better because in terms of defense, obviously it is reliant on you picking up the right amount of orbs, but in terms of defense, having guarding is way better than having the chance to dodge that Goku does. And obviously when we get to the final stage in this event, Goku can't dodge anyway. So in fact, the whole like orb part of Goku's passive becomes completely outdated for the final stage because he can't dodge and he's already got type advantage. So not the best setup overall, but we'll go ahead and do this. We'll get the orbs for you. Get this for you. The physical EZA Goku is actually very good. Obviously, he's here to be the link partner for the LR Vegeta, but he does stack his defense quite well, so his defense is going to be pretty solid overall. Unfortunately, pre-transformation, Vegeta's defense is good before super attack, but not good enough to tank a super from the enemy for basically next to no damage. So yeah, Int Goku gives LR Vegeta his unit super attack, but they don't link up super well because the Vegeta doesn't have great key links, and that's why I like running him alongside the physical support Goku because he does provide support. So we want to pick up more orbs with the Majin Vegeta wherever we can because obviously he's got a nuking style passive. So it's better to pick up 5 non-type orbs than 4 STR orbs because we get more of a buff overall. And yeah, 3.2 million on the attack stat for Vegeta. We got type advantage against this Goku, so this is going to do very, very good damage. And then yeah, STR Majin Vegeta, we got to be careful in this AGL phase, but he does raise his defense to a pretty solid level after super attacking. Like you can see here, he's not really taking a lot of damage from the normal attacks. Super attack will definitely still hurt. And then Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is able to come in and do some big damage here, especially if he gets additionals. This is, although I feel like this is going to end up being like that Hybrid Saiyans Super Battle Road run we did on stream when the new stages first came out, where we got all the way through the thing and he hadn't additional super attacks once. So if he super attacks me in slot 1 though, I'm going to be really annoyed. Because he survived with the tiniest sliver of health, all because Tech Gohan didn't get any additional attacks, which is really, really annoying. Vegeta obviously is better in slot 2 as well, because he does raise his defense when super attacking, but fortunately we're able to not get supered in slot 1 and finish him off here, and we can go on to Super Saiyan 3. And now Goku's going to transform finally, so he's going to fit in well on this rotation now, because everybody on this rotation has over in a flash, so he's going to be in the 3rd spot. We need to make sure we get the 3 orbs so that he can dodge. So we do this, get the 6 orbs for you, that's perfect, and then if we get those for you, and then, yeah, there we go, those for you. So he doesn't get the super effective against all types, but he gets the dodge chance, which is ideal. So, shout out to Fortrium for the $3 dono. He says, hi Ningen, notice me. How's it going, everybody? Fortrium, shout out to you, thank you for the dono, I do appreciate it. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat, but we're recording this run for YouTube as well, so I'm not going to read out every single bit of the chat, because then essentially that just becomes the full video here. We want to discuss the team a little bit, but Goku definitely needs to dodge this. Of course he doesn't. 326k, you love to see it. Alright, well, that is unfortunate. So oh yeah, see, this is not ideal. Because we can't get the guard either. Oof. If we get super attack this turn, we would actually die. I don't really want to use an item this early, especially because we're getting the Dokkan attack next turn. But of course Goku did dodge that 1 attack. The problem with this event is that kind of stuff happens all the time, where not dodging an attack super early can basically mean that you fail the entire run. Because if we use items this early, it basically screws over the later part of the run. And I want to save the Dokkan attack, because ideally we want to get kill Goku this turn and then get the Dokkan attack next turn. So him dodging that super attack is actually really bad as well. It depends. If Gohan can like pop off in the final slot and actually get like... Oh, we got super attack. Never mind. Yeah, 120 leads versus the GT Legendary Goku event. I can't say that's something I'm particularly interested in doing, to be honest. But yeah, we're jumping in with the Super Saiyan 2 team again. Found the right... I know, getting 2 supers, not dodged as well. Very, very unfortunate. But this team definitely is... well, I say definitely. I feel like this team is capable of doing this run. You just have to get very lucky with like who takes super attacks and everything. Because certain units on this team, especially later on into the event, will not be able to take a super attack at all. Especially if we don't have items active. Like, getting super attacked in slot 1 of turn 1 is pretty annoying as well, let's be honest. Like, because Vegeta's fairly good defensively before super attacking, but obviously much better after super attacking. So having to get supered in slot 1 like that is super bad. Namekians, I think, will be impossible on this stage, because you think about on the Namekians team, like, think about the actual team and who is good. So the physical Piccolo is good. Nail is okay when he's with a Piccolo. And that's it. Like, LR Demon King Piccolo is okay, but not in this event. Like, he will get absolutely destroyed by the in Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So yeah, Namekians still needs a lot of work for it to be viable in a lot of events, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, that STR GT Goku super attack is pretty cool. That's, I think, the super attack he has before you awaken him to a TUR, because then he has the like mini Dragon Fist thing. So we get super attacked, but it's on Majin Vegeta, so yeah, he takes 112 damage, basically nothing. And yeah, 3.4 million on the Vegeta, pretty good. Shadow Dragons, I think, would be kind of awkward, because you can't lower attack. So units like Oceanus and Omega, who work so well together in things like Super Battle Road, would get absolutely destroyed. Like, if you did Shadow Dragons, it would technically be mostly the Super Saiyan 4s. Because I would bring double Gogeta leads, the LR Super Saiyan 4s, and then, who else is on Shadow Dragon Saga? I guess you could bring the physical Nova Shenron. And then who else would you bring? Because you wouldn't want to bring Tech Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That would be pretty bad. Alright, Vegeta doesn't need the super effective or the guard, whereas Goku does need the super effective and the dodge. So we'll save all the big amount of orbs for him. Because we're fighting an AGL enemy, so Vegeta doesn't need those bonuses, whereas obviously Goku does. Because at least of all, we want the 3 for him to be able to have the dodge chance. But if we get the 6, then obviously he's attacks effective against all types. So it's going to help him out with a little bit of extra damage. But yeah, against an AGL enemy, as long as we super attack first, the Tech Vegeta is going to be fine. Yeah, 36k from a super, we can take that. And then 3.9 million on Goku. That is pretty good. My Int Goku is 90% and full level 10 links. So he is obviously a big strong boy. And yeah, tanks those normal attacks quite nicely. This is a good rotation for Majin Vegeta as well. I didn't want to pick up like all of the STR orbs, but don't really have a choice here. Yeah, if the Tech Majin Vegeta, if he double super attacks, his defense is ridiculously high. So we do need this Vegeta to transform at some point, because we are getting a little bit stuck for key links sometimes. Because until he transforms, he doesn't have over in a flash, so he doesn't have a proper good key link with the Majin Vegeta. The problem is the enemy needs to be on quite a lot of health for him to transform, and we keep getting into we're getting into this cycle where he's on the wrong rotation. So I think we have to play it a little bit more safely though here, and not use the Gokus in slot 1. Although Tech Vegeta's defense is lower, this Goku actually has the highest defense on the rotation for slot 1. So I guess we will put him in slot 1. I want to try and make sure I can get the orbs for Vegeta, but the orb field is really... I really thought those rainbows were going to drop down, but I guess not. So this is not the best. Obviously, he's not going to get the guard ability, but the Tech Vegeta at the end, he is at least super attacking first, so his defense is going to be very high. I mean, this physical Goku tanking those attacks for double digits is actually pretty solid from the Super Saiyan 3 Goku stage. So I do like that. 5.3 on the LR Vegeta. My LR Vegeta has 1 dupe. He is full level 10 links. He's a really, really good unit. I really like, really like him. He does fairly well as long as you can super attack first. Obviously against the Int LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he's going to be really good. I might use his active skill against the Int Super Saiyan 4 one, just so we can get through that stage faster. Because obviously he will do a lot of damage to him. Of course we get super attacked on the Vegeta on the turn where we couldn't get the guard active though. Alright, so we'll do this. This Vegeta is never going to transform, is he? I feel like we're going to have one of those cursed runs where we never get to like the next stage with that Vegeta on rotation, and so he just never ends up transforming. It's going to be super awkward. But STR Majin Vegeta is obviously going to put in some work here. Ideally, we want Goku to survive this turn so that we can kill him next turn, and then Vegeta will transform. But that remains to be seen. We didn't get enough orbs with Goku for him to be super effective, so he shouldn't finish him off. Vegeta double supering is good, I guess, because he is going to get double defense raise here. Because I don't think... Did we get enough orbs him to guard? I don't think we did. So that's very good. And then Goku shouldn't finish him off. Even if he crits, I think he should be... We shouldn't get him here. Alright, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Because that means we can finish him off with this Goku. Watch him super attack me in slot 1 now. Because yeah, he's got 156k defense. If he super attacks me in slot 1 again, I would be so mad. But we'll do this. And then we'll get these for you. Are you actually kidding me? Oh, at least we survived though, but goddamn. Those slot 1 super attacks do be hitting though, but Vegeta with the 5 million attack stat should take him out here. And then at least we'll get the transformation with Vegeta against the Great Ape. But, oof. That super attack in slot 1, you love it. You love to see it. But we are going to go into the Great Ape phase now. We will probably go ahead and pop the Princess Snake here. Because health is rather low. And we are a little bit far off of the Dokkan attack. So, although, actually, I say that, but... Oh, really? I can't get 6 orbs for Vegeta in slot 1. That sucks. Alright, well, in that case, I guess we just get these for you. And then we get all of these for you. So get a pretty solid heal. And then we are going to have to use this. Alright, at least we get the... we got the guarding active for the friend Vegeta. But as long as he doesn't super attack the Vegeta in slot 1, we should be okay. Because yeah, look at that. We take double digit damage from the normal attacks. 4.2 million on the attack stat for STR Margin Vegeta. So fairly decent damage from him. And then the friend Vegeta does have his full passive activated. So we are obviously dealing extra damage because we're getting the super effective against all types. And then we do have the guard active as well. So yeah, we're able to take basically no damage. I think we probably do have to keep Goku in slot 1 for these rotations. Because I really don't want the physical units taking super attacks from the Great Ape here. So we will go ahead and do this. And then we will do this. Yeah, the Great Ape phase is very often the most annoying. Goku, we need you to dodge this. Really? Really, Goku? You got your 33... I mean, it was only a 33% chance to dodge, but that's the whole reason why I put him in slot 1 as well. So he could come through and get the dodge. But... oh well, 3.5 million attack stat. We got all the orbs for him, so he does have his effective against all types. The Goku and the Vegeta on this rotation, despite being physical, should raise their defense enough from their super attacks for them to survive, I think. Oh yeah, now you dodge. You dodge the normal attack, I see. Definitely need this Vegeta to crit. That would be super useful right here. Oh wow. I didn't think I was going to do that much damage. Okay, jeez. Well, yeah, that was a GG. That was, oof. Yeah, so the thing is, like, the Super Saiyan 2 team, it definitely is possible, but I think we probably would have to switch out, like, both of those physical units. But yeah, we don't have to do Super Saiyan 2 again, because that was, we had 2 attempts with Super Saiyan 2. Vegeta family. I'm not doing Earthlings. The Earthling team sucks. Look at this. Let me go to the team thing. Where is Earthlings? Is it near the bottom? Yeah. Because obviously we would bring you. I mean, look at the options for, like, good units we have. Like, there's barely any. Yeah, like none of these units jump out as being good on this event. Kensei says special pose. Someone did actually say special pose earlier. I'm trying to remember what the special pose team even looks like. Because special pose, Gotenks is the leader, isn't he? So it'd be Gotenks. Gotenks and Ghosts don't infinitely stack, do they? They just build up. Yeah, they just raise their defense for one turn. So I don't know if they would even be that good, to be honest. Yeah, look at all the bad units on this team. Like, special pose just on its own without other teams like built in alongside it is super, super bad. That is really, really bad. Connected Hopes without Pycon is something that I was going to do for a video, because you can use the Super Saiyans team. So, I mean, we could do that on stream, I guess. Just having a look at the categories. Someone said Future Saga as well. In Hercule and AGL Exchange Hercule is a good rotation. The only problem is, once you get to, like, the Great Ape, for example, they will be getting absolutely destroyed. Superclass with a Trunks lead. Oof. Because, yeah, who would, like, Future Saga, what would that team look like? Because it would obviously be you as the leader. Because, like, who is even actually good, though, on that team for these longer form events? Because you want units that stack. It probably would bring you, because you can actually transform. We could bring the LR Vegito Blue, because he would be pretty good for the infinite stacking. Future Gohan. I really like this Trunks, but I don't know if at 55% he's actually good enough. And then who else? Maybe the Spirit Sword Trunks? I don't have the in LR Rose. It's attack and defense 20% per key sphere obtained. I don't know if he would be that good. Universe 11, I don't have Jiren, so I can't use him. STR Dragon Ball Super Trunks. Oh, what, this one? She's actually by 40%, raises active defense by 120, the less HP remaining, the greater stats boost. And then he raises defense by 30% for 6 turns. Yeah, probably him. Alright, let's try this one. Let's see if we can actually find a future friend, though. That's the thing. So, because I actually think this team build is quite interesting. So, this one would be quite fun, I think. And then I might do this as the last one. It depends how long this takes, because we've been live for just over an hour and a half now. So, but yeah, we need to. The problem is we need to. Oh, of course. The problem is we need to be able to find a Trunks friend. That's the main issue. Oh, our boy Kensei is going to hook us up. Is he Rainbow level 10 links though? Because, is mine fully level 10 links? I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, he is. I should link level STR for Geo Blue. But it's just because I never use him, because I always use the physical one. I have link leveled this guy as well, because he's really good. I don't think I've link leveled anyone else on the team. So, that's obviously, that is going to play a role. because no one else is link leveled. I don't even remember the last time I used this STR Trunks. Actually, wait, yeah, of course he is. I think Kensei, you have more level 10 Links characters than I do, so of course he is. Good man. What a legend. Kensei is the legend behind a lot of my thumbnails as well, so shout out to my boy. But, alright, let's jump in and try and get this future run done then. Because this should be quite interesting, because we have a lot of units that stack. So, in theory, it shouldn't be that difficult. Yeah, there's our boy. Let's have a look at his 147 level 10 links. Jesus, I've got like 80. $20 additional as well. Let's go. A full Trunks team. I don't know how well that would work, but we are going to go ahead and jump in with this. I think this will be quite fun, so we're going to do this. Okay, so we are jumping in with the Future Saga team. So this one's going to be pretty interesting. We have a lot of units on this team that infinitely stack. So obviously that's going to be very beneficial for when we get to the end. We also have units like the Int Future Gohan. We have Physical Future Gohan. I decided to bust out STR Vegito Blue because it's been a long time since I've used him in pretty much any event. So he's going to be pretty solid. And I think we'll start off by doing this. So the Trunks is not the best on turn 1 pre-transformation because he doesn't like raise his defense or anything like that with his super attack. But once we get past this first couple of turns and the Tech Trunks is transformed, we're going to be looking good. Obviously, we are going to be able to transform with Future Gohan as well, of course, which means he's going to have damage reduction. He's a very solid defensive unit. But as always, this happens a lot because we're recording this run on stream, and this has happened on stream multiple times already. But first turn of the event, super attack in slot 1. So typical shenanigans here. But this STR Trunks can stack up his defense. If we get to a point where we're on super low health, his defense will be really high as well. So, and then obviously for the start of the event, we want to make sure we're getting 12 key super attacks with the Vegito Blue so that he can infinitely stack his defense. Because I'll probably end up using him as an off-rotation unit, maybe. I guess it kind of depends. The good thing is we can switch around our units quite a lot. Because like both the Gohans, they don't necessarily need to be on rotation that much. So we can leave Vegito Blue on main rotation for a little bit. Get his attack and defense stacking up. And then the STR Trunks, mine is only 55%, but he is full level 10 links. He does raise his defense on super attack, and he does have the built-in chance to do an additional super. So if he double supers, his defense will be pretty good. But when we get to the later stages, I feel like we probably are going to have to use an item if he's getting attacked multiple times. But he should be all good. So yeah, they start off exactly the same. I'm not sure why my Trunks' attack is lower though, but never mind. Right, so we'll do this. One rotation, I think we definitely will end up with the Trunks and the Future Gohan. And then for the opposite rotation, we'll put the other Tech Trunks with Vegito Blue for now, just so they can both start stacking. No, I'm not going to bother with trying no item runs for this event. I've seen some people do some already, but it's just not something I'm particularly interested in. Like, the Super Battle Road thing is my jam. I don't really care about doing no item runs for other events and stuff. It wasn't about the no items in events in particular. It was all about Super Battle Road was kind of the whole point for me. So I'm not too fussed about doing other events with no items, to be honest. Some of the runs are hard enough as it is with items. So I'm sure there are some of them I probably could do with the right teams, but I'm just having fun using a lot of different teams on this event at the moment, and obviously it's something that is very hard for a lot of people, so it's quite fun seeing a bunch of different teams getting used. Should be interesting. We haven't done it with Wicked Bloodline yet. That could be an interesting one as well. Was that 32k or 300? That it can't have been 300 this early, surely. Okay, yeah, good. Vegito Blue. Physical Future Gohan builds up his damage reduction every turn up to a maximum 50%. So he's going to be pretty good once we get a bit further into the event. And then the Int Future Gohan now going to transform. So he's going to have damage reduction. He's going to be a very solid unit. And then these are the turns where the STR Trunks is really going to come in useful, because obviously both the main units here are Hybrid Saiyans. So they are getting the 40% attack and defensive buff from Trunks. So shout out to everybody who is here live in the stream right now, or if you're watching the version of this video when it goes up on the channel. Either way, I appreciate you all. Smash that like button regardless of whether you're here now on the stream or for the video. It helps out the channel massively. Do consider subscribing, because we do have the goal of 10k subs by the anniversary, and we are getting super close. We are actually very close, I think, to 9,700. So we are going to be 300 subs away with like a month and a half to go, something crazy like that. Actually, yeah, I've just looked at the subs and we are literally at 9,699. So one more sub and we are at 9,700. So we are looking real good for getting to 10k by the anniversary. So let's put Vegito Blue in slot 1 because he stacks a lot slower than Trunks. He probably will finish him off, but we need him to get some more stacks, because Trunks stacks really quickly. That's why he was always like an MVP in the original Legendary Goku event, because he not only does he infinitely stack, but he builds up his defense very, very quickly, whereas Vegito Blue builds up his a little bit slower. So ideally we do need him to super attack more often. So so another good turn here. Get these for you. The Trunks could be in trouble in the final slot, but he has damage reduction, and with the lower HP, his defense is... Oh no. I clicked off of the... I clicked the wrong thing on my... OBS. That's awkward. Gonna have to cut that out. Right. So, yeah, this should be okay. After raising his defense after Super, he should be okay, but not too sure. The AGL LR, like White Hair Ultra Instinct Goku, is the 6th year anniversary unit alongside the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. The anniversary is... The banners usually come out on July 9th. The event usually starts... Well, they do a countdown as well, but the celebration normally officially starts, I think it's like the 4th or the 5th, and then the banners come out on the 9th. So, yeah, Future Gohan takes the super. Worst case scenario for this turn would have been STR Trunks at the end taking a super attack, so I'm okay with that. Double super from him is really good, actually, because that's double defense raise. So hopefully he doesn't get beaten down too bad here. 10k, not ideal, but... Alright, so we can go ahead and do this. See, this is not a great turn for the STR Trunks at the end. I'm going to have to do this. I don't want to float off for Vegito Blue, but I think putting the Strength Trunks in the final slot is a little bit too dangerous. So... we'll go ahead and do this. We're getting the Dokkan attack super early as well. Maybe the team is just doing less damage overall, but we are... normally we don't get the Dokkan attack until the end of the physical Super Saiyan 3. The ideal time is to push it and get it in the Great 8 phase, because the Great 8 phase is super annoying. So if you can get the Dokkan attack and finish it off a lot faster, that is obviously very beneficial. Wow, okay. Didn't need to move Vegito Blue. I didn't realise we were going to get the Dokkan attack right there and then until it actually happened. So I didn't need to float off Vegito Blue, but it is what it is. So we get a full heal. That was a huge Dokkan attack. Crazy damage. No super for the Future Gohan at the end, unfortunately. But he's not being attacked or anything, so he'll be fine. Super attack on Tech Trunks. What's his defense like nowadays? He should be okay, right? Nope. Not high enough to take a super attack just yet, apparently. So 216k. Yeah, you have to have very, very high defense to tank supers in this this event. So normally by this point, like Tech Trunks in the old Legendary Goku event probably would be taking double-digit damage from super attacks. So that was a little bit more damage than I was expecting. Active skill, we'll probably only use the active skill for Trunks if I can pretty much guarantee it's going to be like the finishing blow, because I don't want to fumble and like have him survive like right at the end. I think that would be super, super awkward. So we'll do this, and then these. So with the support from the STR Trunks in slot 1, the STR Trunks at the end should be fine, especially with all the extra defense that he gets from us being on lower HP. So, but yeah, this event definitely is hard hitting. You are correct. But yeah, Goku greatly lowers defense. That's why. Yeah, so your defense needs to be insanely high to actually be able to tank super attacks. It's pretty crazy. Alright, so Trunks, how much damage are you going to take here? There we go, double-digit damage with the support. And we get a dodge as well, why not? And the super attack, how much is this going to do? 35k, that's not too bad. Okay, so... Well, I need to make sure I'm not getting the 18 key super for Vegito Blue. It's annoying that we had to float Vegito Blue off, because obviously now we have to get him back around onto the main rotation again, which is going to take a couple of turns here. And it means he loses out on the stacking, because ideally we wanted him on one of the main rotations just so he could keep stacking over and over. And Trunks getting the additional here is actually bad as well, because I think it means either he or future Gohan will finish off this Goku, which then means Vegito Blue doesn't get a chance to attack. Although Gohan has type disadvantage, so as long as he doesn't crit, he won't finish him off here. Okay, he doesn't crit. So he's still taking 25k though. That's a bit more than I would think for him, because he has damage reduction. But yeah, double super for Vegito Blue. That's good. So that makes up for a little bit of lost time, him getting the double super. He doesn't take him out though, unfortunately. But Trunks is going to be able to finish the job here. So we'll just pick up as many same type orbs as we can. This is definitely going to be, I think, one of the longer runs. How is Pickles? Pickles is all good. He's asleep on the sofa just to my right. He's curled up on the cushions. But yeah, Trunks finishes off Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and we can go on to the Giant Ape. This is definitely a turn where I am going to go ahead and do this. I don't mind using my first item when we get to the Great Ape, because I'm a little bit worried about how much damage we would potentially take during this turn. So go ahead and do this. We'll get all the int orbs for you, and then grab those for you. So hopefully, okay, yeah, so we're going to get super attack straight away. Princess Snake active. We still take 134k on the Tech Trunks. That's actually crazy. But yeah, Int Gohan is definitely going to be super good when we get to the final stage. He's going to be tanking the hits from Goku very nicely, and obviously dealing some pretty decent damage. LR STR Vegito Blue, yeah, if he gets an easy A at some point, he will be pretty crazy. I would really like him to get an easy A. I know by the time he gets an easy A, we'll probably both versions will have the same name update, but I really hope he gets an easy A that puts him like on par with like the physical Vegito Blue. Because I guess technically you can then just run one like each on opposite rotations or whatever, but okay, so we do this. Gotta be careful about Gohan at the end as well. What's Gohan's defense? 48k, which is not a lot, but he has 50% damage reduction. Raises defense by 100% by the less HP you have, so yeah, might have to Whis here. Especially because a super attack in the final slot, we would just be dead. So But we will see here. Trunks obviously building up slowly but surely. He's going to do fairly reasonable damage, although his damage is not that great, to be honest. The Vegito Blue, obviously he's still in the process of building up as well. At least we are tanking. I mean, we got the Whis active now, so everybody should tank reasonably well, including the Gohan, or at least I hope so. Okay. Whis is still active, so do this. This is one of those runs where I feel like we are going to get multiple Dokkan attacks, because like we're not doing a lot of damage with this team. That's the problem. Looking at the timer for this recording, we're normally done with the Great Ape by this point, and we're not even like halfway done with him on this run. So I think it's because we got units like the Future Gohan is not crazy like outputting damage. Obviously physical Future Gohan isn't either. The support Trunks is pretty solid, but is only 55% for me. So this team is a lot better defensively than it is offensively, which means that the runs are going to take longer overall, which is not the best. But now that our defense is getting so high, we can get a lot of health back with same type orbs, which is really good. So hopefully we should be looking good here. Normal attacks are just going to do double-digit damage on most of our main rotation units for the rest of the event now, though. So there is that at least. But yeah, Trunks, we need to start getting some crits, my boy. We're not doing the big damage here, unfortunately. So LR, Vegito Blue. We get the additional? No. Still double digits though. We take those. And then STR Trunks. STR Trunks is another prime example of a unit on this team that isn't really doing a huge amount of damage. Wow. 118. And he's super attacked as well. That's so I'm going to have to do this just because in Future Gohan is definitely the one we want to put in front of those attacks instead of the physical one, that's for sure. So we'll do this. We're definitely going to get another Dokkan attack fairly soon. Wow, still 200k on Trunks because of the lowering defense effect on his super. Like, we've been stacking our defense for so long, and that is actually crazy to still see us take that amount of damage. Like, our defense is so high that the lowering defense on his super attack, but we still tank for double-digit damage, like for normal attacks, after having our defense lowered. But because his attack power on his super attack is so high, it still did 200k to us. It's actually crazy. And then the physical Future Gohan, at least he gets a crit. So decent enough damage from him. Int Gohan though, however, yeah, not crazy damage, especially when he doesn't crit. Alright. Now I think we finish him off this turn. Because I think what I'll do here for the bonus damage, I'll actually get the 18 key super with Vegito Blue. And then we'll do this. So we should take him out this turn. Yeah, Golden Grey Ape is definitely the stumbling block for a lot of the runs. He's awkward. Trunks not getting crits is really irritating me as well. Another super attack. Oof. 2.9 on Vegito. We might actually die now because I don't think Vegito Blue, because Trunks didn't crit. Trunks isn't doing a lot of damage. So Vegito Blue doesn't take him out. STR Trunks isn't going to finish him off here. So I don't think STR Trunks' defense is going to be high enough. Double supering though. He does great. Is it greatly raises defense he does? So double super is really good. Yeah, still not enough though. 52k. That is actually crazy to me. I was not expecting the tech Trunkses to take that much damage from his super attacks. That is actually ridiculous. So yeah, very much not expecting that one. Oof. Yeah, that is actually crazy. The amount of damage that we took. Oof. Extreme Class Boo Saga. The only problem with that is it's the leader skill is quite low. Switch the stats between Giant Ape and Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku and make a lot more sense. Yeah, the Great Ape is crazy powerful, but I think I probably will have to end the stream there though, because it's getting very close to us having been live for 2 hours, and I do have a bunch of other stuff I have to do, and then go to bed. There's not really any good banners to do multis on. The problem is for me, because like all the sub units on these banners, I don't really need copies of anymore. And the new banner, whatever it's going to be, is probably going to come out very soon. So I do very often like to set like light goals and then do do summons at the end. But we're definitely not going to be able to do one this time, just because I don't want to lose out on those 50 stones. I think the part 2 LR banner is potentially going to come out soon, so got to save my stones for them. Wicked Bloodline, last one. I mean, if we were to do Wicked Bloodline, what team would we actually use? Because I know STR Cooler is good, but I kind of want to use the AGL Cooler, because he is actually really good post EZA with the Goku family. But the only problem is, if we did that, we'd have to use Metal Cooler as the leader, which, considering the final phase, I definitely don't want to do that. That seems pretty awkward. This Frieza will be really good because he infinitely stacks his defense. But yeah, I think the problem is, if we bring AGL Metal Cooler, like, his defense is really not good. So even by the time we get to like the physical Super Saiyan 3, like, he will get absolutely destroyed. Physical Golden Frieza, what, this one? That's probably not the best idea. AGL Cooler, Physical Free-to-Play Frieza, yeah, they'll be really good. There's a bunch of good options on this team, but I think the problem is we have to bring... I mean, I guess we could try it. So, we can put on... I'll bring a cooler friend, though. So, we'll do... Where's Metal Cooler? So, Metal Cooler, then the AGL Cooler, the Infinite Stacking Frieza... sorry, the Attack Lowering Guarding Frieza, the Infinite Stacking Frieza... Angel Frieza, he infinitely stacks as well pre-transformation as well, to be fair. The only thing is, who do we bring? In fact, this guy, we could use him as a 3rd slot floating unit, I think. Yeah, 1st or 3rd attacker in the turn, he gets an extra 50% defense, and he does raise attack and defense on his 12 key super, which we'll probably pretty much never get. Yeah, the only problem is, looking at all the other options for the team, no one else really stands out. LR Metal Cooler Army maybe would be okay. Although now their defense is going to be pretty low. STR Frieza in a 3rd spot floating kind of situation, I think, could be pretty good. So, alright, so we'll try this. This will be the final run of the stream, because it's getting very close to the time that I wanted to end the stream anyway. But we'll go for this. I guess, yeah, if you reverse transforming Frieza so he can infinitely stack, but I don't think he stacks like quickly enough, especially with what we just saw from the Tech Trunks, where you get hit with the attack lowering all the time. We're not using STR Cooler because we want to use the AGL Cooler on the team. He's really good. Not level 10 links. Outrageous. There we go. Level 10 links. Because, yeah, the AGL cooler, because we are fighting a Goku family, he infinitely stacks his defense. And then he gets attacks effective against all types and all allies key to enemy lower attack and defense. That doesn't really matter, but when there's a Goku family enemy. And he can launch additional super attacks. So let us go ahead and try this out then as the final one here for the stream. So, chat wanted to see Wicked Bloodlines. This is going to be the final run of the stream. This is going to be interesting because we brought AGL Metal Cooler as the leader because we really wanted to bring the AGL final, like 4th form cooler. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. The LR Freezer we're going to use as like a 3rd slot floating unit because if we aim for his 12 key super most of the time, he is going to have extra defense, which is going to help later on. In these earlier phases, we could probably just go for his 18 key super just so we can deal the big damage. Especially because in this first phase, we can lower attack as well. So we are actually lowering attack with both the Int Freezer and the cooler here. So that's going to help out Freezer in the final spot. Obviously, people getting super attacked straight away is not good, but we should be okay. Obviously, LR Freezer is quite the beast, so especially for the 2 physical stages, he is going to pop off a little bit. Metal Cooler, I probably want to keep him like safe as much as possible. Both of these guys stack their defense infinitely as well. I don't know if I want them together on the same rotation though. So, what mic? Honestly, I'm not actually sure what mic it is. It was a pretty cheap one off of Amazon, to be fair. It came with the like microphone arm thing that's attached to my desk. I'm pretty sure it was only like $50 or something, and it's actually a really good quality microphone for how cheap it was. So I'm pretty happy with that. Look at that, Freezer dodging the super attack. Let's go, because his defense definitely would not be quite high enough yet to be tanking supers. So that is pretty good. And then, yeah, Metal Cooler at the end here. He'll probably take a little bit of damage, but he does heal you at the end of the turn if he got hit. So, actually, he's not really taking that much damage at all. And then we get, like, the full heal. So, we can go ahead and do this. I'm not sure how I want to fix up these rotations, though. Because do I want those 2 freezers together? I guess I could have those 2 freezers together. The physical one, physical angel one, and then the int one. But let Metal Cooler get hit earlier so you can have the separate calculation passive for support. Huh? Yeah, LR Freezer gets 6 key in slot 1 or 3. So yeah, unless yeah, we have to aim for 11 key if we want to get the 12 key super. Yeah. That's a thing that we will try and do if we want to get the 12 key super. Obviously, in this scenario, 12 key super is not as important because we're against a physical enemy. So we'll do this, do this. The only problem with having those 2 freezers together is they don't have a lot of links. So, but yeah, we can do this, and then obviously Freezer's going to get 6 extra key in the final slot. So doesn't matter that we couldn't grab a huge amount of orbs. I mean, it doesn't matter anyway because he just dies. Alright, so do this. What is Metal Cooler's defense actually? 111k. That's not terrible. The thing is as well, this team, because we have units that are infinitely stacking defense, we are going to be able to get a lot of healing. Because once their defense starts getting to ridiculously high levels, obviously picking up a load of same type orbs is going to give us a ton of HP back. So this Freezer taking the super attack is ideal on this turn as well. It only takes 36k. Let's go. Gets attack based off hits received. Says Goku simply. Oh yeah. So yeah, I know that. So he will hit harder if he gets hit first, but because he's a weak unit, he's definitely a weak link on the team. So keeping him in slot 3 is probably the best idea because he's not really here to deal damage. Yeah, you can see already he's taken like 30k from normal attacks, which is quite a lot. He does give us a little bit of a heal afterwards, which is nice, but So, yeah, the int one does have the most defense at the moment. So you can do this. STR Cooler in the final slot, I'm a little bit concerned about. So I think I'm actually going to hide him. Because if he gets super attacked, that's not good. So we'll let Frieza do this. Okay, well, he's going to super attack his slot 1 anyway. Yeah, unfortunately, int Frieza's defense not quite built up just enough yet to be able to tank super attacks. Because of the lowering defense effect that these Gokus have on their super, you do need to have a ridiculously high level of defense if you want to tank for like double digits. So we could have left Cooler in the final spot. Although, to be fair, he would take quite a bit of damage from the normal attack, so leaving him in the final spot probably isn't the best idea in general. At least Frieza takes double-digit damage, and then we'll do this. So this is with one of those turns where we do ideally want to get only 1 orb for the... Actually, no, it doesn't matter. We can't avoid the 18-key super. Although he's so low on HP, I don't think it actually matters. Because we're going to get the 6 extra key in the final slot. So we might as well just go with a big super from the STR Frieza. So. And yeah, we'll transform the Angel Final Form Frieza. In the Reps of Universe 7 run, I transformed him when we got to Int Super Saiyan 4 just because I wanted to start doing more damage and get the run over quicker. So I'll probably do the same thing again. He's got the tiniest sliver of health, so LR Frieza is obviously going to finish him off here even if we don't crit. And we can move on to the next one. Int Frieza with AGL Cooler would work well. Could do this. If he super attacks in slot 1, that would be very awkward. But as long as he doesn't, we should be okay here. Okay, that was quite a lot of damage. We heal up from getting hit though, and then obviously he does get an attack up from being hit. So at least he's going to do a bit of extra damage here. But I think we'll be okay. Although if Int Frieza gets super attacks, I don't know if his defense is high enough for him to actually tank it. Because the normal attacks will be fine. And then Cooler, okay, Cooler at the end can take it just because of the type advantage. So... it's a permanent stack. Oh yeah, fair. It's allowed to fly through early stages. Yeah, the STR phase is obviously where he's going to be the most useful. This is going to do quite a lot, but we are going to get the Dokkan attack next turn. Wow, that did more than I thought. Whew. Spicy. Alright, well, Cooler definitely does more damage than Frieza. Because Frieza is not known for his attacking power. Although, to be fair, no one on this rotation is particularly strong, like, offensively. But... what is your defense? 200k. Can I survive this without using an item? Because we're going to get a big heal, so using an item is not ideally what I want to do here. But... I mean, maybe we will have to. What do we think? Item here? Yeah, true. If he super attacks in slot 1, we just die. He super attacked already, but he can super attack back-to-back turns. A couple of people already have said risk, though, so I guess we'll go for it. Alright. Again, a nice slow Dokkan attack as well. Good, good. Risk it for the biscuit. Yeah, we going in. What is his attack stat here? 1.2. Not that high, really. Unfortunately, this is not the good rotation to get the Dokkan attack with, because both the Cooler and the Frieza are obviously stacking up their defense. They're not the craziest, like, hard-hitting units. But, I mean, we still did almost 2 mil. That's pretty solid. In fact, yeah, as long as he doesn't super attack this turn, we will be fine. But if he super attacks the physical Frieza at the end, we would definitely die. Because he hasn't stacked his defense that much yet either, so I don't actually know how much he's going to take from the normal attack at the end here. 12k. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, we're going to get the transformation with Metal Cooler. Oh, I would have really wanted to get this for the Golden Great Ape. That would have been really, really good. Because, yeah, this is going to be cheeks. Like, I'm not going to be able to get super attacks with him half the time as well. I just want these int orbs to fall down so I can actually get 6 orbs. Alright, so next turn. Couldn't get a single super attack, so you love to see that. We level 3 dodged the super. I was actually looking forward to seeing how much that would have done, because that would have probably been like 500k or something. Because we're taking 100k from the normal attacks. We should hopefully be able to kill him off with the giant form here, though, because we are able to get a super attack this turn. If this drops down the right way, then we can get one here as well. And then, unfortunately, we were just short on getting one more. But I think we could have done this. But yeah, Giant Metal Cooler versus the Giant Ape would have been great. But unfortunately, we were one phase too early. Actually, we might not even finish him off here. Wow, he dodged. He dodged. Oh, we're getting the extra turn. Okay. So the Metal Cooler core. It's not really a rampage here because we're not really getting super attacks. The AGL should... Oh, are you kidding me? Why did that physical one have to get in the way? So unless he gets an additional from his passive, we're not going to be finishing him off this turn. Maybe if they're all crits. But that one wasn't, so... Yeah, it's the biggest problem with the Great Ape like style transformation units. They're just... It's so awkward to get key from them and stuff. It's so annoying. But we will be able to finish him off here. We should probably get an extra stack with Frieza more so than anyone else. So we'll do that. But yeah, the Dokkan attack, because we didn't do a huge amount of damage, didn't really give us a big heal, which is kind of awkward. But Int Frieza didn't crit. So now Metal Cooler will finish him off. But yeah, I wanted Int Frieza to at least get that one extra stack. Like that Int Frieza, by the time we get to the Tech Full Power Goku, if we do get there, is going to be so stacked up with his defense and have type advantage that he's just not going to take any damage. So I think we need to do this here if we want to be safe. It's annoying that we can't get any links active with the cooler if we do this, but I don't want to take the risk of having the STR cooler in the final slot. And it does mean that I won't have to use an item here. So we'll go ahead and do this and then do this. So Red and Tapion, Easy A, get 4 key leader skill. Yeah, that would have been so good for helping out the Giant Form team. Just so that when everybody transformed, it was then going to be a lot easier for them to get their super attacks. Because yeah, that Metal Cooler phase was just a perfect example of why Giant Form units are even more outdated now, because the link level update just made them so much more irrelevant than they already were, because now units are being made so much more powerful by having their links active. So having a bunch of units on your team that when they transform and so then they don't have any links active at all is not really what you want. So we can't get a super attack with Frieza. I think we might have to use an item here just to protect Frieza. Especially because he can't super, so we can't get an extra stack. And yeah, his defense is 200k, which is not terrible. But yeah, we definitely need that to be active, I think. Yeah, exactly. In Super Battle Road, Wicked Bloodline, because it has so much attack lowering, that helps out massively as well. But unfortunately here, we are unable to do that. So we've got to be very, very careful. Double super from the Int Frieza is really good because we get double stacks. So nice big crit. Now we get the super. 100k. Oof. With all that defense and a Princess Snake active. So using that was definitely the right idea there, I think. Oof. This is not the best setup because I really would have liked to have Frieza in the final slot. Although, because we're not going to get all the extra key, this means we are going to get the 12 key super with Frieza, which does raise his defense. So that's not too bad. Yeah, in Golden Frieza is a target Goku category support unit as well. So any of these units that are also on target Goku are getting support from him. 19k after the defense raise, that's not terrible. Yeah, in Golden Frieza with AGL Cooler would work well. Yeah, because we're having to mix up our rotations a little bit now, so I guess we could do that. So... So I guess we want to do this then. Oh wait, no, we want to float off the Frieza, don't we? So, yeah, we'll do this. Do this. And then this. We might finish him off this turn, maybe. But, yeah, Metal Cooler is fully built up now for his attack, so I didn't actually really need to put him in slot 1. But... decent damage off the crit though, at least. So we'll take that. And then both the Friezas here should tank pretty well. In Golden Frieza, only stacks his defense though, so his attack stat is not really going to ever be much higher than this. So I don't think he finishes him off here. Oh, it's close. But even the crit, unfortunately, was not enough. So I'm going to put the Angel... I'm going to let the Angel Frieza go off here first, because then he gets another stack of his defense. So that helps out for later. And then we'll just grab same type orbs with these guys so we can get a little bit of extra HP back. The Frieza, mine is only 55%, so I don't think he's going to finish off the Great Ape here. But, oh wow, he did. His health really was that low. I didn't realise it was quite the tiny sliver that it was there. So here we go. This is where things are going to start getting a little bit more interesting. So, Cooler has 156k defense. Metal Cooler has 138. I'm only going to put Metal Cooler here rather than off rotation because I don't want him to take more than one attack. So we'll do this. We're going to be able to get a bunch of same type orbs here, so this works out pretty nicely. Because I think we're going to be basically on the route that we can kind of end this off with a second Dokkan attack, I think. Because the gauge is filling up quite quickly here. So... yeah, super attack on this Frieza is perfect. 12 damage. 12 damage on that Frieza from a super attack. That's crazy. So, Metal Cooler. I mean, I know we had a Whis active, but, like, he do be tanking, though. So, Metal Cooler, he's going to take damage. That's actually not bad, all things considered. But, yeah, Metal Cooler is a liability. I'm going to get him floated off the next time I possibly can. I didn't realise he was going to take such little damage this turn, though, so I actually very easily could have put him in slot 3. But, so, we finally have these guys together, and I have to end up floating off this Frieza, which I didn't really want to do originally. But Int Frieza has 370k defense now, which is pretty nice. So we'll do this, and then, I guess, yeah, it's time to transform the physical Frieza. I guess I probably could have gotten a few more stacks off with him while we still have type advantage. Maybe that would have been better to do. But I do want him to start dealing more damage. So, plus he's going to be off rotation floating now, so he's not going to get a ton more chances to stack. So I think we would rather be having him deal the damage here. But we'll see how this goes. Obviously, barring a super attack because of the defense lowering, both the Frieza and the Cooler here are not going to take a huge amount of damage. The biggest problem, I think, overall, and is the reason why the run is taking so long, is because both the Int Frieza and the AGL Cooler, their defense is going to get to be pretty crazy, but they don't do, like, ridiculous amounts of damage. So that's obviously going to take a lot longer. But AGL Cooler, if we get him to near 500k defense, he'll only take 200k from a Tech Goku Super. That's not too bad. I think he was at 200 and... wait, was he? No, he might have been just at 300, actually, I think. So... I guess we'll leave Metal Cooler here again. And then, yeah, I want Frieza to raise his defense, so we'll deliberately go for the 12 key super attack. If Goku's going to super attack me this turn, I really, really need him to super attack the Int Frieza. But we will see. He's not going to, is he? Oh, this is going to be sketchy. Alright, Goku, be chill. Alright, don't be firing off these super attacks. Double dodge insert. Ooh, 81k on the Frieza. Ooh, that's the big damage. If only that was the double 12 key super. Well, that's not bad. 48 damage. That's pretty good. No, shout out to Winkit. How's it going, my dude? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Cooler has 375k defense now. That is pretty good. See, I want to keep them together, but... See, I don't know if I should... Should I transfer... Because Cooler, STR Cooler, will do so much damage if I transform him, but then we won't be getting the support. And obviously the support is very helpful. Oh no, we're getting the Dokkan attack this turn as well. Again, we're going to get the Dokkan attack with like a bad unit. So, yeah, if he gets transformed, he will get destroyed. And I do kind of want to save the 2 items that we have. So I probably have to do this, even though I don't really want Cooler off rotation. And I don't really want to be getting the Dokkan attack with Int Frieza, to be honest. But yeah, we'll keep him like this for now. It's a shame because we wanted that Frieza and that Cooler together, but this is obviously the smarter way to play this, and we only have the 2 items left, so we need to play smart if we actually want to beat it with this team, because we definitely have to be careful against the Tech Goku, especially whenever Metal Cooler is going to be on rotation, so we definitely need to keep our items on deck. So... Okay, this Frieza getting supered is best case scenario here. Still 44k without an item active, but we can definitely live with that. And then 2.4 million on STR Cooler is pretty solid. I don't think we'll finish him off this turn. Nah. Additional normal. If we got some additional supers, maybe. And then, yeah, AGL Cooler. Doesn't do too much damage. I mean, the Dokkan attack, fortunately, we weren't relying on it for a heal. It's just annoying because it's when we didn't get like a bunch of extra free damage to finish the event quicker, which would have been nice. But although this is a super good opportunity to float off and get rid of Metal Cooler now, because hopefully Goku should now be dead by the time that Metal Cooler gets to attack. So then we don't have to worry about Metal Cooler. We're not going to see him again for at least... We're not going to see him for the first, like, 2 turns of the Tech Goku phase. So that is really good. If we finish him off this turn, because look at him dodging. Ugh. Alright, Physical Frieza. I don't think my Physical Frieza is powerful enough to finish him off here, being that he's only 55%. That would have been the perfect turn for a double super, but... Yeah, that was good damage, but we really needed the double super there. So, Metal Cooler is about to take a lot of damage. Oof, 81k. He is going to heal a little bit for us as well, but yeah, that was a lot of damage right there. We definitely killed this turn, though, so... So we'll do this, and then... Just in case, we'll do this, because then the attack in the final slot will be the 18 key super. But Golden Frieza probably won't kill, but Cooler should finish him off. But yeah, at least Metal Cooler didn't get super attacked, because that would have been GG, end of run right there. So, alright, he didn't dodge, so this should be him dead. Yeah, good. Alright, so we're on to Tech Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So, this is where it's going to start getting tricky, my boys. Alright. Cooler has 379k defense. That's pretty good. I need to make sure, like, Golden Frieza cannot tank attacks, right? So, he needs to be in the middle here. And then we do this. I feel like we're probably safe to not use an item here, because realistically I should save the first Whis usage for when Metal Cooler is on the rotation. So I think we should be good here. I was going to say, if he super attacks the Int Freezer, then we are actually good to go. Because, yeah, he's the ideal person to take a super this turn. We still took 62k, though, which when you consider we have type advantage, as well as the fact we already guard. He dodges the first super attack, which is kind of awkward. Because that's the other thing. That's the reason why we got to be careful with conserving our items. Because this last phase is potentially going to take quite a while. So we need all of the additional supers and crits and all sort of stuff we can get. Cooler, I think I did look. He has like 370k defense or something crazy. So he's going to be pretty good. Double super from him as well. So it's now even higher. So yeah, normal attacks, I know he's going to be fine. It's more the super attacks that we need to worry about. So, so yeah, we definitely do this. Well, see, I want Metal Cooler off rotation, but I don't really want to put him in front of 3 attacks. So, I think we will... See, I could transform Cooler and then use the Whis, and then Cooler in the final slot will do a ton of damage. Actually, I think I'll save that strategy for like nearer to the end, transforming the Cooler. So we'll do this, and we can do this. Make sure we actually use the Whis. Yeah, Metal Cooler will be back sooner, which is awkward, but we don't really want to put him in front of 3 attacks. We'll see how much damage he takes from this normal attack, but because I like putting him in front of 3 attacks just feels incredibly dangerous. We really need Goku, if he's going to super this turn, to super Golden Freezer. Hopefully he won't super, because he did super last time, but you never know. 3.2 on Metal Cooler's attack stat though. It's pretty good, as long as he crits though, because he won't do damage if he doesn't. Yeah, sadly. Yeah, 18k. Alright, that's not too bad. He would have been okay in the 3rd slot, I guess. But, again, this is all new territory, and I really didn't want to risk it just in case. Cooler going to double super. I guess it depends as well if a super attack is going to come in the 3rd slot here, because even with the Whis active, Metal Cooler would have taken a bit of a beatdown. But this worked out okay. We still have the item active, so... we can do this for you, this for you, and then let's see. So Freezer, because we have the Whis active, should we just go for the 18 key super and do more damage? Because if we do the 12 key super, obviously we raise our defense, but we do actually need to kill him like as quickly as possible. So I think I am going to go for the 18 key super. We need to be getting rid of Goku. If I didn't have the Whis active, I definitely would have gone for the 12 key super. But alright, so super attacked Angel Freezer. Not ideal, but at least we do have the item active. 95k. That's actually not too bad, to be fair. So not too bad. And then LR Freezer in the final spot. 23 key super attack, so we should do some nice damage here. Can we get the crit as well? Come on. There we go. 2.1 mil. And then the normal attacks do double digit damage thanks to the item being active. Oof. Well. I feel like we have to use it, right? We'll die if we don't. So here we go. It's down to the RNG gods. If Tech Full Power Goku super attacks in slot 3, we dead. So this all comes back to not floating him off on the previous turn, because I was not expecting there to be 3 attacks in all 3 slots. That is really, really bad. So we have to use the Princess Snake, otherwise we die. Because without the item active, Metal Cooler will absolutely take like 100k from normal attacks. So we have to use the Princess Snake, otherwise we just die. We're going to see firsthand here in a second how much damage he's actually going to take. Oh, and he's not super attacking. Oh, don't super attack Metal Cooler, please. Yeah, see, without the Princess Snake, we take like 100k damage. Ooh, okay. Yeah, see, I think it's too early because, again, I don't want to transform Cooler and lose the support because I do want to transform Cooler and do the extra damage, but I think this turn we probably need the extra support. Okay, good. He super attacked this Frieza. So we should live the turn. Our health is going to be pretty low, though, because this does like 50k. It potentially would be closer to 130k, but yeah, it'd be over 100k damage. So without using the Princess Snake, we would have been in serious trouble. That is the problem, of course, with using the STR Cooler, Metal Cooler combo, because we wanted to use the AGL Cooler, but he needs the defense. He does. Everyone else needs, like Angel Frieza needs the defense as well, though, I think, from the support. I'm not too sure. I mean, yeah, it's very possible STR Cooler might be about to get us killed here, but we will see. Oh, yeah, we did. I think we possibly... Oh, no. Oh, it was only 2 attacks. Oh, this is the Wicked Bloodline team run that the chat wanted to see. So we are going to get a decent heal off of these orbs at least, but... Oh, we are cutting it so close. We need him to not super attack this whole turn, basically. And then even then, I don't know if Frieza... He's going to raise his defense. If LR Frieza in the final spot can double super, then we'll be all good. But I don't know how much this does now. 22k, that's not too bad. Wow, this is... yeah, I don't know. I don't think STR Frieza is going to be able to do the job in slot 3. If he double super attacks, then maybe... Because we need him to do his 12 key super so he raises defense. If he double super attacks and double raises defense, then we might live. Ah, he didn't. Oh, look at that! He tanks like a beast with only 1 super attack. Let's go. Alright. We're dead now, though. Because, yeah. If I put Metal Cooler here, we die. So the only way I can really do it is do this. And the Frieza and the Angel Frieza together won't be enough to kill him. So, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like the Wicked Bloodline run ends here. But we tried our best. Unfortunately, there's no spot for Metal Cooler to survive. So, unfortunately, bringing the AGL Metal Cooler was... the undoing in the end. We just couldn't do enough damage. Oh, and then he dodges Angel Frieza. I was going to say, the only hope and a prayer that we would have had was if the Angel Frieza double super attacked and like double crit or something. But Metal Cooler is going to get absolutely destroyed now in the final spot here. Yeah, 161 without an item active. But there you go, Metal Cooler. Imagine that. I said I was going to end the stream, and I ended up doing another half an hour run with for the Wicked Bloodline setup. So there you go, Wicked Bloodline. I mean, it was fun, but it was at the end there, it just kind of fell apart. I think maybe the physical Angel Frieza, we should have brought somebody who was like harder hitting, maybe. But I don't know who that would really be on that team build. Like, who would we swap that Angel Frieza for? There's not exactly like a ton of crazy good options. I wonder if the Metal Cooler army would actually be good because of the tech in the final stage. But I mean, that means it does make the team very int heavy. But yeah, I can't do one more try because the run will take at least another half an hour, and I've already streamed for half an hour longer than I was originally planning to. It's 3 o'clock in the morning in the UK, so I need to shoot off now. In fact, I think I've got something scheduled to do at 3 o'clock, so I will have to see you guys later. Shout out to everybody that came out to the stream. I very much appreciate all of you. Shout out to all the new subs and everyone who donated and all that stuff. Make sure you smash that like button. It helps out the channel quite a lot. Do subscribe if you are new. Our goal is to hit 10k subs by the anniversary, which is in the beginning of July. It's currently, what, 2 weeks into May, and we are at like 9,700. So we are very, very close. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you to everybody who came out. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, check out the runs. I will put up the Universe 6 run tomorrow. So even if you were here, please do check it out, support the video. And yeah, I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.